Hi, welcome to my page. I am Cindy with Cindy's Crafty Creations. Today I'm going to make a Mother's Day gift that you could make. I have this board. It's got shiplap, but it's at an angle. I'm going to use that as my background. It already has a hanger. So I'm just going to put some antique wax on there. And then I have a bunch of puzzle pieces, and I have some Scrabble letters, and we're just gonna get this put together. So first of all, I am going to stain my background. I'm going to use the Waverly Antique Wax from Walmart. So let me get that a little bit poured on a plate. A little bit goes a long way with that. All right, so I'm just going to get this painted. I want to paint my sides. And I'm just going to leave this hanger on here to use. This antique wax, because the background's already dark, it's just going to darken it up a little bit. You can kind of see the difference. It's just giving it a little darker look. I'm trying not to get too much on that hanger. Just go all the way around the sides, and then we'll get the top. Aries, lay down. My dogs are in here. Aries, come here. Lay down, bud. Lay down. Aries, lay down, please. Lay down, buddy. Okay, now that I have all four sides done, I'm going to lay it flat and I'm going to do the top. Pull up my sleeves a little bit. Since it's angled, I'm going to kind of go with that same angle, putting on my stain. Looks good. I thought it looked... There's a hair on there. Hang on. Trying to get that hair off. I don't know. I see it, but I can't get it. There it is. I was gonna make a crossword with Scrabble letters, but my family's all their names and stuff, this wasn't a big enough surface. So I decided to go this route instead, which is still cool, but this antique wax is really soaking into this wood. So I'm going to have to get some more. I just had a big order for fat heads, so I had to get those done. Had to make 6 of them for our grandson's soccer team. Okay, I'm going to dry this and then I'll come back. All right, I dried it. It's still a little wet, but I'm just going to sit it off to the side while I work on my puzzle pieces. So let me slide that off to the side. And then I'm going to take some painter's tape. Aries, please lay down. And I'm going to tuck the ends of it under so it holds my pieces, and then I'm going to put my puzzle pieces on here so that they're easier to paint, and when I go to dry them they're not like blowing out everywhere. All right, let me put one more piece. Oh, just to didn't make it long enough. All right. So now with these, I'm going to stain these with the antique wax also, but then I'm going to dry brush some white over the top. So let me get these stained up. All right, I'll get these stained up and I'll dry them and I'll be right back. Okay, I have all these stained and dried. So now I'm going to take some apple barrel, just some white apple barrel paint from Walmart. And I'm just going to dry brush over the top. I need a big brush. I'm going to use this little, whoop, that's not the one I want. Right here. If you're not sure how to dry brush, you just get some paint on your brush and then you dab most of it off. And then you just go over the top of it. I'm going to put a little bit more paint than just dry brushing because I want to be able to write on it and you to read what it says. So I'm going to go a little more with the white. Get these all painted, and then I'll dry these, and then we'll start putting this together. All right, I'm going to dry these. I'm going to use my heat gun that I got from Harbor Freight. You can get these at any hardware store. If you don't have a heat gun, but you want to get it dried quick, you can use a hair dryer. Works just as great. You could use, they have craft dryers. That's like a long cylinder type contraption. And so I'm going to dry these and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to pull these off of here and sit them off to the side so that I can put names on them. That's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put our family's names on there. All right. This would be a fun little craft to work on with your kiddos. Let them put the names on, or they could help you pick out the Scrabble letters. That would help them, teach them how to spell and all that fun stuff. All right. So I think I am going to sand this just a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little. Let me get a new sanding sponge because that one has white on it and I don't want it to get the white. My sanding sponges, you can get these at Dollar Tree, but you only get one for $1.25. I buy mine at Harbor Freight and I get like 10 in a pack for like $5, $6 something. So it's actually cheaper. I'm mainly working on the edges and where the little pieces go together. All right. Flip it around. All right. So that's what I got. Let's see. I want to get a little bit more of that wood coming through on some of them. think that's good. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me get this dust out of here. All right. Okay. I came up with a saying. I found a saying. It says, we may not have it all, but together, we might not have it all together, but together we have it all. So I'm going to put that at the top, and then I'm going to put all our little puzzle pieces at the bottom with our names on them. So let me get this on here how I want it. And then I'll come back. Okay, so I think I have my saying. Now I'm just going to throw these puzzle pieces on the bottom just to make sure I have room for them all. To make sure I don't need to space that out a little bit more. Okay, looks like it's going to work. So great. So I'm just going to blow this off. All right, I'm going to glue all my Scrabble letters on here. I'm going to use some E6000 and some hot glue. I bought these little E6000s for things like this that are small. So let me get this opened. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little dab of E6000, a little dab of hot glue, and we're just going to start getting these on here. So you don't have to watch me like glue, and I'll glue it all and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, I have all the saying glued on. And so now I'm going to take my puzzle pieces and I'm going to write everybody's name on them. I'm just going to use a Sharpie or a paint pen and get everybody's names on here, and then we'll just randomly glue them on there. So let me get these over here. I'm going to sit this off to the side, but here's what I have so far. We may not have it all together, but together we have it all. So I'm going to set that off to the side. We're going to start writing names on here. Let me see if I can do it with my paint marker. So okay. I don't know if I like that. Let me see if this one works better. Oh, I like this one better. Let me go over it twice. Okay. I'm I'm going to write all their names and then I'm going to go back over them twice because okay, let me see. Okay, let me sand these off that I use the other marker because they don't look very good. Okay. Oh, I picked up the wrong one. Darn it. Shoot. Well, this marker ain't working. All right, let me get these on here and then we'll... All right, I have all the names on here. So now I'm going to put them on here. Let's see. We're just going to kind of randomly put them on and then I'll go back and glue them. So, trying to get... Jackson, Kenzie. Okay. So now I'm going to just glue these on here. So I'll do that and then I'll come back. Okay. I have all the puzzle pieces on there. This is what it looks like. And then the puzzle pieces are myself and my husband, all our kids and all our grandkids, boyfriends, girlfriends. The boyfriends and girlfriends have been around for a long time, so they're on here because they're family. So I think I'm going to add a little rope detail around the edge. I think that would make it look cool. So I'm going to, let's see how I want to do this. I think I'm going to go this way because I'm right-handed. So I'm just going to put some hot glue and then add the rope. Oh, just put my little finger in that glue. That was hot. Hot. All right. And we're just going to go all the way around it. And press it down. Let me get a little stick to get some of that off. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go up the side. Oops. Get another glue stick. Oh, hang on, I gotta open a pack of glue sticks. All right. Let's finish going up this side. And then we'll start around the edge. This just gives it more of like a farmhousey look. Adding the rope to it. Because that's what my living room is farmhouse. So get that extra off of there. And we'll get coming down the side. Whoop. It's hard to stay right on that edge. All right. Whoop. And I gotta cut my rope to the length I need it. So right about there. All right. Get this last little bit glued on. Woo, that was... All right. So here it is with the rope around it. I think that just added a little extra to it. Let me see. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I like the looks of it. So the surface I got at a warehouse. There's like a warehouse and they sell like discounted stuff. I think I paid like $3 for it. I love the looks of it. So I got that. I stained it with some Waverly Antique Wax from Walmart. And then I sanded it a little bit just to bring back some of the lines and the different layers and stuff. And then I added some Scrabble letters that say, "We may not have it all together, but together we have it all." And then I took some little puzzle pieces. The puzzle pieces I think I got off of a Shein, like way back when there wasn't so much tariff stuff going on. But anyway, I added our family's names to it. My husband, myself, all our kids, grandkids, husbands, girlfriends that have been in the family for a long time. So that's what I had. And then I just added a little bit of nautical rope from Dollar Tree around the edge. The Scrabble letters I got from Amazon. I think I ordered like 5,000 of them. And then I separated them. I have this container I got at Hobby Lobby. And it has little compartments in it. So I separated them by letters. And it has like a little carrying case. And it will not spill. And you can use both sides. There's compartments on both sides. So it's really nice. It wasn't fun like sorting the letters, but it's great having them sorted because it makes time go a lot faster when you're wanting to find your letters. You're not digging through them every time. But anyways, that's the craft that I have for today. Thank you all for watching. If you like watching my crafts, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I will be back to make more videos. Bye guys. Have a great weekend.